Jemkin on an absolute tear.
Yeah,
he has
hit
your
that
rule
shot at the end there with that Marshall. Take out Jemkin one-on-one. Different scenario potentially. Lion share of damage done by Jing. Feel like if he got that kill as well with the classic, that would be an absolute monstrous performance to come out from him on the agent that you don't generally see played in the game of Valorant no more. Jing special. Top duelist in this one, right? Something falling a little bit. Jemkin stepping up in the previous map, carrying that over in towards this one. Now the bonus.
It's okay, we already have Toronto.
PRX.
We don't care about this game. No, fuck that. We're winning this split.
You would love
I don't know what to tell you. We care.
Something. Get his head back into the game.
Full the exact. This is also a very good call.
But Jemkin up from the back with the dimensional drift.
No,
the
nice. He got one. He got
well,
one. He got his one.
causes them to feel so uncomfortable. Something getting silenced by the Sheriff. Jemkin back sight.
Got to run it back as Jing. You have to invest in this.
We wait for everyone to get here, then we retake. The problem is, this guy has all of street control, so they have nothing to look at except heaven.
Stars being propped up as well. We begin with the hot hands to block out position, but it's been quickly shot down. Still though, the rest of the team with numbers are able to find trades. Cushy trying to hold out by Pillar. Silences the first duel off to the
nice. Okay. They use your rule. And the round was very expensive,
goods there.
But we'll take it.
That would have been a sinister round for RRQ to find.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
Means that there's going to be a couple of lighter
that
shields
bonus would have been
into
devastating
to
lose.
There's a dimensional
also,
drift,
he just
by
hits
the way,
that
coming
1D.
in towards that round. Makes things really awkward for PRX too. Jemkin noting a lot of members assisting in quite the significant amount of kills. Just at the end there, the scrap battle this time won by Patman, scoped in with the Bulldog. You asked who's got the dog in them a little bit earlier, Quack.
Alright, this Cushy guy is about to get
have the capability to do that right now in this map.
Push us to a map 5 maybe. Patman with
they're gonna see Killjoy's here.
3-2 stack.
Okay, just David. Fuck, we guessed wrong. We guessed wrong again. We guessed wrong again.
Up as well. Mon yet to be sent
on
in.
Use Killjoy ult post plant, and we lost it.
Get it done. Who other than Jemkin to find the first?
Yeah, quick bulldoze, quick contact, and PRX has no choice.
Now they have Killjoy ult for post plant.
Reinforcements have arrived, however.
Wait, do they?
I don't know how much it's really going to provide.
You should run.
What's this guy doing?
So awkward as well, doesn't it?
Oh, give up your life.
What is that guy doing?
But PRX will continue to push
just
up.
to ult? He just dies?
To cool off because of that ult. Patman though finds elevation to take the lockdown away. Stuns up from Monyet. Patman with another kill. It's just Xfera left, but he does have vision. Stars up as well. Takes down the first frag. And then for Petman to hold, does he have the goods? He hops up the stairs. Xfera knows, and he times it just right. A Red Bull clutch for RRQ.
Wasn't on the board just yet, but now he is with a round in tow as well. Things look a little bit awkward when Devi loses his life first on towards the site, and you've got a lockdown.
We're just guessing wrong. Straight up, we're just guessing wrong.
Right?
Maybe I was going to be beat.
Last round nearly working out for RRQ. This time a lockdown invested. You're thinking, all right, they're starting to really navigate these quite well. But it's the Red Bull clutch from Xfera. Not using the grab well too early as well. Finding just the catch first.
Completely unfazed by that one.
And that resets PRX a little bit coming into this new round too. Something with an outlaw, blades in one. But nobody seen towards the B site here for RRQ.
Okay, we have outlaw.
It's yet again towards the alpha side.
Unfortunately, the outlaw is at B, but it's okay. We leave Ilya at B.
Push up, but that said, RRQ currently.
And we stack A.
Just so much info into A site.
Yeah, Jing as well on the
They're taking
Phoenix,
their time.
right? No flashes.
This is good. This is
so
good.
It's good timing
time
on the Nebula at least to stave off any rush attempts from RRQ.
I like it. We didn't over-rotate.
You can try and force them towards the B side at the moment.
Ilya's taking this deep line. Perfect. We can overstack A late.
That is PRX, right? That's where your outlaw is. That's where the main gun that you want to do some damage is right now. But it doesn't look like that's going to be
If we can find a way to break this turn and then leave,
RRQ,
it's ideal.
They change up their own approach now as well, which if they continue this one, Quack.
Ilya's about to have a field day.
Just checking out the back, and they've noted that PRX had pushed up before, so trying to work around that.
This is obviously just making
it does come down to something, doesn't it?
No way he's kept 4 people A by himself.
Does have to play the angle right at this B site too, though.
Jemkin.
He's got a gate crash. It's all right.
Hasn't it been next? Oh no, yeah, he does have one.
No timing.
Holding the angle. Hot hand spent though.
No, Ilya!
Something to move off his line.
Nice.
But he still finds the one.
Oh,
he's got his one, and he does knives.
It's enough for the blades.
We can win this round. We can win this round.
20 seconds, and RQ needs to stick a plant.
Too far.
I'm gonna fucking
yeah,
lose my mind, bro. I'm
something
gonna lose my mind.
to
Oh
find
my
his
fucking
moment.
god.
but RRQ denies it.
Makes things really hard though. No blades, just pistols.
Yeah, flashes as well, but again, the hot hands were already spent, so RRQ are just happy to mark these angles up towards heaven. The swing out from Forsaken does aid them somewhat until the rest of RRQ just pulled down their mouse. Forsaken with 30 HP will be quickly dealt with, and RRQ marches onwards with 4th round win.
Just wait, man.
Yeah,
5v4,
right now,
you have your knives.
Round,
wait for you
may
to
consider bringing out a timeout as PRX, right? You don't have the rounds count. You're starting to lose a lot of control. You're also not getting a lot of forward reads. It feels like we've just seen a lot of standing still at the moment from PRX. A little bit too late before they start to gather some information around the map, right?
Whoa. We're at map 3.
I mean, I agree though, man. I agree. I agree. He's not wrong, man. What is this?
Bring them back in.
Reset time. In the mental capacity, it feels like.
Always one of these games, always some of these moments where you have a rocky one from the previous map, and you begin to get into this mentality where you want to find kills to bring yourself back in the game.
I didn't look at my
always how it works.
I didn't see his face.
That, right? Who was doing a lot of the lion's share of kills when we think to map 1 in this series, right? We saw consistency from kind of everyone, right? Taking space, taking names. We even had something trying to still do what he could, you know, on the Brimstone, but it really was Forsaken on Fracture for PRX. You move it on to Split. It's Forsaken and Jing, right?
Okay, look,
getting up there
it's
as
fine.
well, but it feels
things
like
are still very recoverable,
taken,
so I'm not freaking out or anything.
His life first, right? He had 6 first deaths.
Let's
on the previous map of
just
Split.
stop doing stupid shit.
I know it's early stages come this one, but the fact that
we're doing the first part of the round really well.
Jumped out wide into the open. It's
this guy's
members
fucking
there already.
Again, bro.
A little bit of a wrong read in that scenario.
I mean, he's hungry, almost too hungry, starved for these moments. He hasn't found them.
Look what it is. Another wrong guess.
Change up for PRX. Yeah, RRQ are going to start to sniff a bunch of this utility out towards the B side of things. Alarm bot for force contact, but PRX are actually holding dub up through A main. Meanwhile, Dimensional Drift at B.
Big kill.
PRX will find Xpharaoh, something almost nearly losing his life.
Ilias too far to throw.
Sight handed over onto RQ. Forsaken with the Odin spam, however, fully blinded. Unfortunately, not able to find anything further. The overdrive though, and it's the Vi who stops it.
But Jemkin's still alive, remember?
So low.
And he's still able to hold it out by Halls. Cushy once again, but not able to get the spike planted.
Please,
There's
JJ, you're the only one with health.
Jemkin.
Gate crash. Grab the spike, maybe get out.
Flashes as well, down to holding the angle. Jing trying to get a bit more space. Devi is low, so he knows he's trying to play it safe. They know that Jemkin's looking for the spike plant, and that's the precise moment when Devi swings out at the right time.
Not really a crossfire.
One round at a time, baby. One round at a time.
Scenario. So just a bit of a swing to coming out and hitting a shot. That duel looks awkward from something.
I mean, it's still a very expensive round, but they used Raze ult. Or sorry, your ult, so we're good now.
To give PRX an advantage and hold on.
They can't do any more of this weird B fucking insta-B, insta-A shit.
In that 2 versus 1, that there is the run it back forward.
All they've done so far, they haven't done anything at mid. All they do is go A or they go B. Wherever they make presence, that's where they end up
winning the 1 versus 1.
So just play standard.
You destroy a bit of the economy though as RRQ. You force them for a bit of a lesser buy. Though they did win 2 thrifties in the last match, so we'll see what they can do here. Monye ahead of the curve.
That guy's
down for the count.
Wasted.
And PRX upwards into main. Still trying to hold the angles in case RRQ continues to peek out, but this will be a lot of control. It's only Forsaken though onto the B side, and he's been noted.
Yeah.
Okay. No stupid deaths. That's all I ask.
Thrown to PRX to keep them in a good stead on this map. That's a lot of bodies spotted out from Forsaken though, stuck in the holes.
Good. He has Judge, so we're good.
Got a Judge. He's waiting for the right moment. Nightfall sent over by his team. But into the smokes, nothing really found. Cushy,
what the fuck is happening?
The situation continues to push into Link.
He's found both of them at the A site. What does this mean for RRQ? Do they stay B? Do they leave?
Certainly
they use so many ults. If we win this round, we're golden.
You have to ask yourselves as PRX, and that's right.
Who is this guy?
Confusing Cushy.
He just took the site by himself.
And the spike back into B.
It doesn't really matter where they go at the moment. You feel like Patman and Forsaken are confused on what to do.
Just where are they going? And well, back into B. Now you know. But at this point, how can you really play out the round? You pick up a weapon, but Cushy's already found.
Who? Where did where?
RRQ.
Who can this guy possibly?
Working the map.
How?
Phenomenal from Cushy. The fact that he's able to find those 2 kills over in the A art side of things, I think we need to see how those ones did result. Were there knife out duels? He caught something. and then going for the re-peek on the second one with the burst mode. That is absolutely disgusting. What an individual round to come through from Cushy. And you look at the reads that RRQ are trying to do as well. It feels like a bit of to and fro. Come A, don't come A, stay B. Cosmic Divide invested too. Let's just focus our head. We've got the round back. PRX absolutely shut down back onto the pistols.
It's fine.
Again.
It's not.
I mean, a phenomenal pickup now onto the Sentinel. He's one away from
Look at them.
lockdown.
They're just
Cushy
sitting waiting for us.
being able to provide such a performance for RRQ.
Bit of a trap here too.
This is just,
Yeah,
we just die here.
PRX, all the pistols, but RRQ ready for the play. They're able to mow every single PRX player down, and it's just Forsaken left.
Yeah, you feel like the job's done in this round. RRQ just drop a single member in Jemkin. Forsaken, I mean, he's already got the lockdown. Doesn't matter what kills he gets. You got to try and hold your economy in your mind for RRQ here, but if you lose another member, you can just redrop anyway.
Dwarf,
so
son. Thank you, Prime.
this is a good round
Thank
for
you, thank you, thank you.
them. The turret, okay.
Come on, yet. He's seen him, but took a little bit of time to continue holding mouse one. Cushy, though, fully aware, just needs one bullet.
Okay,
And that
it's
will be
okay.
that.
We've already used our timeouts, so no more timeouts this half.
RRQ holding some good leads
Fuck,
here.
bro, we have so
Some
many
great
ults
shots
to play
coming
with,
on
and they have
through.
none.
They can afford a couple of
Wait, they have
mistakes
Killjoy
here and there for
and
sure.
Yoru ult soon.
But this is where you would consider the big blow soon, right? If they're able to stave off another big gun round from PRX, well, maybe they start to derail this train.
That's
Yeah,
funny,
you can
right?
just
That's
laugh on
funny.
that
Okay, keep
situation.
laughing. Keep
That's
that
good.
energy.
It happens.
Keep that energy when
PRX
it's
aren't laughing,
6-6.
though.
No, absolutely not. See what they've got in store for us on this round. As mentioned, Jing still holding on to the runner back. 6-point ulti. You can refresh that time and time again to have huge success on a map like Pearl.
And even with the off back in as well, not spotting too much out. The entire PRX core
Sonya
on
doesn't
the
know
A
he's
site needs to hold true.
So
This is a bit of a
bro,
trap,
they know
isn't
now.
it? Divai is stuck. The fact that he loses that duel, super awkward. The fact that the lockdown takes a while to come in toward it too. Just disrespected into the site. Can establish a plant here as RRQ look to hold it with numbers.
Yeah, the only way that this goes forward for PRX is if they begin to find the picks, something with a possible angle. Jing, though, in with a run it back.
Not
fully
another one
pushes
for
out,
Monyet.
something
Not
then out
one
from Doug,
more.
Able to take down Monyet. 3v3, and RQ have a crossfire set up. Crazy guy holding the angle,
Nice.
but gets spotted out by Jing. Jemkin holding out.
Please,
Sarah
nice!
now, and he goes
We need this
dimensional
round. We
drift.
need this round. Cover
Where is
him.
he gonna
Cover our
go?
boy.
You have to come out because something's sticking the spike to halfway. Jemkin needs
Perfect!
to swing, but still the rounds not
Keep that
done.
energy,
Forsaken
buddy. Who is
picking
that? Who is
one
that
back
laughing?
Up for PRX.
Another battle.
Was that-
played
was
to
that
blood
Cushy?
Both of the teams around that site there, but it is one out at the end.
That was Cushy,
by
right?
PRX.
Yeah, okay.
Despite losing Divai early on, no more smokes available. Just trying to take it into their own hands, something. And Forsaken trying to see what they can do. It feels like
I want him to keep that
when
energy.
the
It's gotta be
dimensional
6-6.
drift is activated from Jemkin, that he's a little bit stuck. No teammates to play on the back of that information. So that lifeline yet
14
again
and
given
this guy's
over towards
14 and 5. My
PRX to
ass
see if
cheeks,
they
this
can
guy's
tie
14
things
and
up.
5.
But you still got to chip away again against another gun round from RRQ.
Oh my God, they're running the same
Still
strat. We have
leaning
3A.
towards
They're running the
safe
exact
side
same
of it.
strats, and we have
Split through
3A.
Art, where there's going to be no info from PRX. They're going to have to try and have a focal point towards winning this main fight.
Precisely that. PRX hasn't really played this position, and that's
peek
why
art, just dog
RRQ,
it.
Crazy
Yep,
Guy, has
that's
opted
good.
to go
Now we
for
know.
it. It's the
So
Prowler,
close.
though,
Triple peeking
at
guard.
the right time, the C's as well.
Nice!
And PRX continues to push.
The fact that they get out of there, is this just the leave A? We've seen too many
Okay,
members.
we know they're gonna go street now. Molly,
Yeah,
pop
looking
Molly.
for contact, but it's also
No,
the
the
utility
Molly's
being
gone.
spent. Out from Connector, though, Forsaken. A slight angle.
Enough,
But also,
run.
RQ with the movement to bypass all of it. It's
Iliad's
down
on
to
you.
something. He's got to watch the angles, but the overdrive. Can he really connect the shot? Looks
Kill
for
him.
it, and he
Perfect.
does! In with the tailwind as well. He
That
does have a
stupid-ass
shorty, his
missile's
favorite
dog shit
weapon.
ass kick from
Might be
his
stunned up
character.
now,
So
but
annoying,
he's able
bro.
to
What is he
keep
supposed
himself
to do?
alive for just a second longer until the salvos blow him up.
I wonder if Divide has to use the Cosmic Divide here for this retake. It would be good.
Good molly,
Still
good molly,
a bit
good
on the
molly,
hot
good
end.
molly.
Are dead as Jemkin. No.
Go!
Out with 15, and Crazy Guy finds Jing.
Such support. It's the angles once again. RRQ. A couple up by
Nice!
Pillar, but Forsaken marks it.
Jemkin's low. Nice!
Operator being marked
nice,
down as
not
well
Cushy,
because she
not
still
again. I don't
comes
want
up
this
with
guy
another
laughing
kill.
again,
It's a
bro.
2v2 and
Nice.
Patrick goes in for the swing. What confidence! And it's down to
We know
Xero.
he's... It's
Undetected
Astra, it's
so
Astra. It is
far.
possible he's lurking.
Sleuths forward. Cosmic Divide up. Gravity well as well. And it's in for Patman, but still doesn't
David!
die. Once again. Kalish Rashidi
Left now!
up for PRX.
We've seen Devaya use the operator on the Killjoy a little bit of times, not on this map though,
no?
but Kushi bringing that into his hands. He can point and click, he can try and do something. Meanwhile, something, Corpse in the halls too. Great Nova Pulse, great salvos to make him a little bit hot under the collar. But in the 2 versus 1, the fact that that op shot does actually miss.
Shot.
He was means that Xfero has to try and pull that one through. Starting to get closer, a couple of retakes to come through from PRX. They will have to contend with yet another investment of RRQ here, choosing to go for the force up.
And hopefully if you're a PRX fan, that might alleviate some pressure for the rest of the team, but still.
Oh my god.
Oh, 4 members.
We have 4A. We have 4A.
Again. It's going to be contact with the off. And
Enough! Okay.
Ball. Look at this. Flashes for flashes,
going?
and
We just
Champion
keep
is
rushing.
completely stunned and dazed.
Yeah, that's commanding, isn't it, there? And now you've got the information noted that Kushi is up through the street, but you don't necessarily need to give him the jewel, right? You see that this is an investment from RRQ. You know that if you win this round, you're resetting them come the last round of the half where what? They might be picking up the Armageddon for Crazy Guy. They're not close to really anything else bar Xfero needing to find 2 picks, 2 ulti points. So this was a much needed round
5v2.
for PRX.
They have no choice but to save. Can we pan the screen to this guy?
A little bit slower. That's why this push up A main
after the round ends?
So unexpected, but well.
I just want to see what his mood looks
team.
like.
We've seen multiple ultimates for Jing now already in this first half as well. He's able to possibly pull off yet another in the next round.
He's laughing.
Yeah, I'm just wondering for RRQ too, are you happy enough on the attacking side, only finding 6 or maybe 7 or 5? You know, they struggled against T1 when they went on towards their defensive side.
Okay.
They looked a bit better, you know,
Jing
for
1 away
the
from
game
Phoenix
against Nongshim. But then you also remember, well, Nongshim did trail at the half, and there was not a lot from RRQ on defense as well.
Have a good attack side,
so I start to put things
That's
in perspective, right? You've got your defensive sides that you've been able to figure out so far over on Fracture that, well, it was 13-2. You had 2 rounds on defense and that was it. And then you're split as well. 4 rounds. The lion's share, well, 5 if you include OT, doesn't get good favor today so far on defense, in Pearl's history on defense for RRQ. So I really wonder, are they going to be happy enough with 6 or 7 if they get the next round of this half?
Psychopath just kept running at them.
Definitely something to consider. There are a lot of supportive fans out there, though, and if you're looking at the upwards trajectory...
Did I just read that right?
4 defensive rounds is definitely more than 2.
Let's just run it back. Let's just go again.
Why are people saying your family?
If Jing finds it, it's 4 again.
Wow.
And there's going to be a big old duel from RRQ.
Oh, boy. Salvos, and he just goes in for it as well, Jing.
Is this guy out of his fucking mind?
Kill
Kill him!
Wallbang shots. Monyet, though, looking for space, but
who does he think he is,
Monyet? Not be able to sound off. Something in with another angle being held as well, and it's all of a sudden Crazy Guy left alone.
Pan the screen, Takushi!
He doesn't find
what just
anything. It's Xfero who has to find more.
And noted too.
Oh, the trail just revealed.
Are we laughing now?
Petman.
I want to know if he's still laughing. I just want to know if he's still laughing.
Trying the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Call that one insanity. And it just doesn't work out yet again for RRQ. Shut down. Everybody just knowing that they need to be narrow focused on those crosshairs again for PRX. You've only really got one angle to watch when you're stampeding up through the main like that. So they will tie things up 6-6 at the half. A great collection of 4 rounds in a row from PRX. So I think Alex will be, you know, happier now, as opposed to the rage moment we got.
The positive here is we played badly that half.
Right? Well, we do see him kind of go
still
off
managed to get a
coaching
6-6 half.
booth. I believe in the actual calls and timeouts himself. He doesn't do that.
Yeah, I mean, you also have to remember how much all of these players and coaches and stuff sacrifice their time, their efforts.
Hi, Kaide.
You know, Valorant is their life when they're here, right? It's always on their mind. They're trying to improve. They're trying to do their best. They're trying to showcase, you know, that they want to be the top team in the world, right? That they want to get these overseas plays happening. They want to get to the Masters, get to the Champions. They want to win. And when you lose, it's the worst feeling. So trying to, you know, get the best for your team, your emotions. Just
Kaide, you're supporting PRX, right?
Sometimes.
Or no?
That's when you precisely...
Wait, Kaide, I'm retired now, by the way. You guys want to hang out?
It's down to these very crucial moments, pivotal moments. We're not talking about practice. We're talking
no one
about
to
the
hang out. I have
game
no
that you
friends
go
here.
out there and die for, putting their lives on the line right now as we
My
go
team switched
into
the
the
WhatsApp
second
group.
half onto Pearl.
They
RRQ
aren't answering
looking
me at all
for a
on any
possible
social media
second map
platforms.
win because the
And
upcoming ones
they also, they kicked me out of the
never
WhatsApp
quite know
group,
what to
so
expect.
I can't get a hold of any of my
so
teammates.
far, though, with the
So if you guys want to have
momentum
dinner, let me know.
being found 4 rounds in a row. Monyet with the pushes out from A main.
Tyson gets back tomorrow? Alright, let me know.
Of this map, PRX though leading
plan
in Civic
something.
with number 1.
I have no one.
Pistol collections. Looking to remove a bit of this utility over through Art, but meanwhile, RRQ seeing that they've got A main control. Looking elsewhere around the map, giving an idea to Jemkin that, well, you might need to reposition. And now get Cash out of there.
Alright.
Info found, and rotations beginning
let's
to
see
move
here.
across the board, but you do have
Let's see, because
slight
I don't know how
lurks
this comp is going to,
all
I don't
across
know what this
Forsaken
Phoenix is going to do
possibly.
here.
Monyet's going to be here quick though. Remember, on the Neon, can sprint on over quickly.
And I'll tell you what is just as quick. It's going to be PRX with the double duelist, looking for some space in towards halls, but it hasn't been found yet. It's Jemkin who's hiding inside, but the ghost shots, they're not there.
Cushy again,
it's Cushy and Xfera off to the back, and it's
Nice
Monyet as
trades.
well. PRX once again looking for the trades to find more space, and they found it.
Please.
It's just Crazy Guy left.
And they saw where those salvos came from too.
Please, bro,
They
please.
know exactly where he is. Do they push up though?
Nice
Surely
turret,
not.
nice turret.
You've got the turrets, you've got the placements.
Now we know where he
Just
is.
more obstacles for Crazy Guy to contend
Yep.
with.
Get bombed
Until the
down,
spike
and
goes
then we
down.
double
Crazy
peek.
Guy
3, 2,
trying to find
1.
the right moment to isolate the duels. He's hugging the
I
corners,
fucking-
hugging the walls, but Forsaken will be a little bit more
Lovely.
precise.
That's all I'll say. I just love
Doesn't matter that there's information for RRQ that they've got A main control. If no one of PRX is there, well, they're going to have numbers when they look to break in towards the B side, isn't
It's
it?
just lovely.
The Blaze wall as well that you got to contend against, rather. Allows for the
2v4,
play in
by
towards
the
the
way.
halls where you think these trades starting to come out. RRQ swinging together in numbers with Monyet sliding on in, looking to get some great damage, but it's just PRX, again, at the right position with the right numbers to get the trade, something that they were so fluid with over on Fracture.
Especially back hall, when you consider it's Jing with the flashes, he continuously sends them out, just keeps RRQ at bay.
Okay,
Off to the
I
next
like it.
round,
We're
then
going
you've
B.
got
There's nobody there.
decent buy-ups, 2 Bulldogs, a Marshall, and with the long range that it provides, you're happy to go into B.
We have no
Yeah,
random
you're just
lurkers
kinda not
anywhere that
wanting
can
to
just
run
die.
into the stack, right? You're making sure that you're seeing that if no one's home from RRQ at this side, well,
We're chilling, we're chilling.
let's just plan open.
We'll get the bomb
and
site. That's
defend
all
it.
I'll say.
Eventually, RRQ are going to have to
Excuse me.
second guess themselves.
We're gonna
and
get
their
the bomb
stack
site.
towards A and throw caution in the wind, look for some damage, go up with the spike. You know, standard anti-eco things when you don't go for a bit of a force bite. So little by little, PRX will creep in towards this B site, put their bits of utility there, go for the plant. And
Are you
then
earning more
let's
being a
just
streamer than a
see
pro
what
player?
RRQ have for us. If anything at all, because there is a very real world that they all just go with a spike.
Probably. Well, we've seen the current teams do that, but this is SEA, Komodo. We expect...
The problem is, though, there's a very big difference.
I declined to
when you've got
answer
Jing
under
here.
my Fifth
Yeah, that's true.
On the
Amendment right.
Phoenix, you're so quick to get this ulti.
Oh, and look at something.
He's hungry, but
Once again, it's SEA. We expect literature. We expect absolute cinema.
Whoever said you're Canadian, you're
Come on,
fucking
guys.
annoying.
Come on.
I don't see 5 kills on a Marshall.
Ilya, can
Come
you
on.
please?
That's the first. Oh, salvos.
Okay.
Maybe I do.
There's number 2.
Just
No,
go,
3.
just keep
He's
going,
too
whatever.
low.
You can't stop it.
Surely,
He's-
well, it's a
He's dead to the
Marshall.
spike.
Yeah,
You'd rather that than give them an ulti point, so
I'm sad.
there we go. Everybody going down with the ship. Something. Farewell, Captain.
It's kind of unfair to
8
say you have no
6,
friends.
PRX
What
still
about the
continuing
34K viewers?
this lead,
Listen,
still
I don't see you
continuing this
guys. Like, I can't go to
accumulation
dinner
of
with you guys,
rounds
you know?
in towards the bonus round.
That's why I was like,
of an
Kaide, you guys want to
RRQ.
hang out? Because my teammates
If
have
they're going to
all
be able to get
exiled
on the
me.
board.
From the WhatsApp, from the
How much
Discord.
to me, I think, is Jemkin
I haven't seen anything like it. They wiped me. They wiped me
side
out.
as well, right? RRQ
It's like that
really
the episode,
favoring
the
the A side
episode
of this
in
map of Pearl.
what is that
with
called?
Their new
The
double
Black
doors
Mirror,
look.
where they like block you. All of them
What can they
block
be set
me,
up for on this
and they can't see
Teho
me in real
as
life
well
or
from
something.
Crazy Guy. Now, coupled with a bunch of this Astrostar utility as well, they'll gather the control of the A main, but seeing something in return from PRX.
White Christmas,
You
yes,
take a
that
gander, you
episode.
expect Jemkin right around the corner.
Wait a
The
second,
Russian
we've
duelist
killed
picks
their
it up.
We've
And
just
finally,
killed
there's a bit of a
Thanos.
difference, right?
Look,
It's something
he
absolutely
insta-rushes.
individual this time.
Wait for your
Possibly
team.
more space in the B
Wait for
side.
your
You do have Cushy, who has been on a hot streak on the other
Okay.
end, though. Taken out
They-
by Link,
there's
but he
2
gets
volleys,
locked
watch
up
out.
by the hot hands.
Yeah, that's gorgeous from Jing, isn't it? One away from
Very
it,
good
the
util, by
runner
the
back
way.
at the
Good
moment,
exec.
and you're looking to potentially
Good
establish
mollies,
the
good
play with
everything.
all of the numbers here for RRQ.
Whoa! and you just expect the spike corner being planted. Monyet with a
Please,
great
Cushy, don't
spam.
have a miracle round, please.
However,
please.
PRX able to refill space. Forsaken on
We
the
have one
flank.
flash. If they, yep, we have one flash.
Does bring some attention
JJ
away.
has
the
a
rest
flash.
of the team have begun to hold down the positions, but Monyet looking for some spacing
No.
towards back halls. That fast lane just provides
JJ,
so much cover.
nice!
Jing though with the aim,
1v1.
and it's Cushy now with a double.
No,
kill.
no,
One for
no,
one,
no,
two to
no,
one.
no,
Forsaken,
no,
he has to
no.
run through, but he doesn't have the time. Cushy's just sticking it all the way into the round, being picked up.
Not him again, bro.
Rough at the end though. Loses his life too, so no one surviving
this
for
kid
RRQ,
again, bro.
but they at least
He's probably
will
laughing.
win the round. Get a
probably
little bit
laughing his
closer
fucking ass
towards
off.
some of their ultis as well, but my oh my, the scrap battle, yeah, the economy gets a bit reset, doesn't it? That's the problem when you've got the quick rotation from all of the RRQ members, the fact that you're trying to plant a little bit more open, you get shut down as Patman. There's no time really for that flank to come through from Forsaken. He didn't win any battle in through the street. And not planning for it.
That's the thing about the brawly,
he's not
scruffy
laughing.
fights, Komodo. I
Not
mean,
laughing
it
here. I
comes
swear
down
to
to
God, if you laughed
attrition.
there, I
How
would've
much
lost
do you
my
have
shit.
left in the tank? And RRQ right now, they're beginning to run a little bit dry.
And in these sort of scenarios as well, it's how much can you just recognize you need to shrug it off and go again, right? Yeah, we should have won the round, we should have won it, but you didn't, so
keep going.
just have a level head,
Back to B.
recognize
They have
that,
zero mollies at
we
B.
did remove all the guns.
We can take
it
this
was
side.
the bonus round, so
Wait,
they don't have a lot of
there you
cash
go.
built up whatsoever.
chilling.
They're probably going to look to take a knee come this next round.
Meanwhile, PRX possibly looking to go and extend this gap from 2 rounds to maybe 3-round gap. They've got the guns, they've got the space right now, something up towards the
Guys,
pillar.
we lost
Yeah,
all our
just how patient is
ecos
he gonna
already,
be?
you know?
He's
Like, we've already,
expecting a
like,
jump.
juiced our ecos,
I mean,
that's
why
fine.
wouldn't
We're
you
not
at
going to
this
make
point
the
in time?
same
It's
mistakes
very
again.
common. Jemkin's now going to give it to him, and he doesn't know. He did not spot that. So Jemkin has the info for RRQ right now that they've spotted
Lovely.
something, but he's
By
just
himself,
the
just
lone
faked the whole bomb
straggler
site.
at the moment. And Outlaw
Ilya just made everyone
would be
come
given
here.
over as
If Ilya
PRX
can stay
still
alive,
prioritizing
we
this
win.
A site by the timing
Not
as
a
well.
single
Something
soul
is
in the
gonna
A-bomb
get
site.
out of a sticky situation.
used
I run it back
Phoenix
invested.
all.
It's okay.
I don't blame
You'll
them,
scope
but
out all
fuck.
of this site. You'll get free territory. Now you protect it.
Yo, can we play off or no?
That's the PRX teamwork right
Let's just
there.
play off.
That's the hive mind. He pulls off, something pulls off just as soon as the team gets to site.
Do they overheat here?
Oh, come on, surely not. They've done this so many times before, but they've also recovered from such mishaps, perhaps.
Yeah.
Stars up now, and yes, Petman is holding
No, the
off
ult was
towards the
good.
back.
The
RRQ
ult
would
was
just give
good.
them
It's
too
not
much
like they have
respect
fucking
for
radar,
They've
bro.
invested
Too much?
some upgraded pistols, and they're just not really pushing. They're looking for any economical damage, any flanks that potentially would come, and PRX are at least not giving it to them. So another avenue where you're probably just going to lose your life to the explosion.
And that affords for Petman to possibly greedily lap up some alt points. That will be 2. Crazy guy for the trade, and a rifle picked up for Monyet.
Yeah, that'll help balance the numbers just a small bit for RRQ. You know, one weapon that you can take away from that.
Go to dinner with Jimmy,
Well, I
you're both
mean,
unemployed?
You know, an upgrade of shield coming in towards the next round.
Really?
It's not too bad.
But importantly, PRX, right? They lose the previous on the
that is
bonus, which generally is going to be the result anyway coming into a bonus
Problem with
round.
Jimmy is I go
but
to
they
dinner
do
with
pick up the
Jimmy,
next
I'm
one,
paying for
so
that dinner
you
no
would
matter
assume that
what.
they're still going to be okay with
Yes,
it.
they
Now
are right on
is the
track.
rounds to best though, right? You've got a full gun round here. And my real question for RRQ is, what do you have on the defenses? Because on this map, you've not looked the greatest.
Yeah, they've been playing with their cards close to their chest, but right now, once again, some slight main control.
No,
Jemkin
fuck,
with the
man.
goods.
Yeah, that's great. That's a sharp shot to get a leg up in this round. Force PRX to
I don't like this,
have a different
guys.
approach.
That's good turret break, though.
Different approach it will be with Forsaken trying to
Okay, bro.
get some pressure around the
This
back of
B-call is
B-Link.
good. Don't
I
go
don't mind
back.
this
Don't go
actually
back.
from
Stay,
RRQ.
stay,
Switching
stay.
into a
Please
retake
stay.
over at the B site where you've got a trap in the halls from your Killjoy utility. You can buy time with a nice
I like
popped
this. This
nebula
is better.
as well. You start to figure out the information
Very good.
around the A main
Very,
side of
very
things. Nobody's
recoverable
home,
round.
so maybe you're
Very.
pivoting Jemkin a little bit back, or you're pivoting Crazy Guy for the salvos.
You anticipate the Nightfall as well,
Nice
so
ults. Nobody
completely
in B. We
evading
don't know.
that in full.
Okay.
Cushy not even getting marked
Nice.
by it.
Ilya taking
Now there's a
street is
very
perfect here.
slight window of opportunity
He's gonna know they're all
to sneak
spawn.
up as soon as that
Wait, we're
smoke
all off.
dissipates.
Yeah, but this is going to be a wild one, isn't it? RRQ building up with all
Ilya
this
has to win us this
utility
round.
for a huge retake.
It comes down to the fights. PRX, every single one
Ilya
holding
has to
up
win us this round
side
before we lose.
pillar. Save for something who's up around B-Link, maybe able to
And he
do
smoked
something
off.
with the
No.
Outlaw. I don't know about that range though. Everything's smoked off right now, and it's the salvos that forces PRX out of position. Around the outskirts of this smoke, though, and it's Forsaken.
It's not even half.
The score. He finds a couple more flicks, and Device sounds up as well. Cushy
again,
finding
bro.
the trades, but he's down to 30 HP. It's just something. And he's trying to play for time. Of course, it's a shorty as well. Look at the B-hub. Look at the movement. The airstrafes down to Cushy's.
Left now!
He recognizes that he has time on his side. Great mollies to come out from Forsaken. Great gravity well as well to remove Crazy Guy off a potential defuse. And then you've got the right weapon at the right time. But you're just trying to make sure that he's not trying to sweep the rug out from under you. That was a...
Sorry.
Could have been a problematic one for PRX, given the fact that they did lose it earlier on, right? They lost the first Jules. They do manage to get the plant, but they bring a little bit of stability
on the real, though,
to
this
them.
kid's owning us.
And they steal that 4 versus 5 in the post-plant scenario. That might be the straw that breaks the camel's back for RRQ for the meantime.
They're broke, by the way, right?
Here, because that's another
RRQ is broke
round
right now,
that they are not able to find, which means investments going forward. For right now,
I'd like to take a poke and, kind of wonder about some of the plays and the compositions as well, because now you're seeing PRX repeatedly play around the smokes. In that little retake, it was just Forsaken playing around it, and without the information, without the drones or the haunts, there's a slight difference. And PRX have been exploiting these ranges. They're hiding underneath RSQ's nose.
Go eat dinner, I will pay for Bart.
Earlier as well, right? Where a map like Pearl currently with this new RRQ roster, it's not their favored map, right? It's not a map that they've, been locking in the same agents, opting to pick, opting to see, picked against them in common occurrence. Right, we're switching control. We're switching a couple of agents in there, right? Between the
what are the chances
Neon
of us seeing you on flat
KO,
shot? Not anytime soon.
Who's playing what role? Feels like RRQ on Pearl, it's still not looking the greatest. And in this sort of scenario as well, are you going to have to look to just be perma-banning it come best of 3 territory?
Meanwhile, for PRX, that gap just gets wider and wider.
David,
in towards
David, keep holding B.
Keep holding initiative, at least from the duelists over towards B main. You'll pick up an ulti orb there for Jemkin.
Huge kill here.
You're both one away now from the ults. You'll pick that up.
Huge kill, David. Huge.
You know the space now as
Massive.
well.
Monumental.
Pistols again for the defenders. Just playing to the numbers as PRX.
Well, if Monyet finds a kill, it could be overdrive.
Yeah.
Taking a page out of PRX.
Please clear this together.
PRX, though,
don't let this guy go.
Their due diligence, they check it. It's a second kill, though, and look at that. Relay both into the B. Monyet up for a triple. Maybe the quad until Devi prevents that from happening.
But he's done his damage, hasn't he? The fact that he gets away with 3, that's an absolute mockery on what PRX had for this round.
Forsaken has been noted as well. So even though you have the site somewhat smoked off, is it safe enough to truly get the spike planted? The Cosmic Divide invested because of it. Forsaken continuing to try to hold further space.
Lockdown for Kurshi. It's going to force them into a little bit of an open scenario.
Well, that will be somewhat similar to the one before, and look at this, juggling the guns to get them away out of RQ's reach.
He can go for a full spray if Xfera gets a smoke down on the spike.
Wait,
and
this is hard for them to win.
Continue the spray.
And that's
for
RRQ. What it
RRQ.
comes down to. RRQ, even if they try to go in for the body blocks, I don't know how successful it's going to be, but peeking through the sprays, Cushy finds the kill, Crazy Guy sticking it all the way through. A thrifty round comes up all of a sudden.
What is it with RRQ and catching thrifties in this series so far? It's always the case that the round they need the most is of a thrifty variety. And this is a scenario as well where the first kill goes the way of PRX. They don't sniff out what's happening in the smoke though.
Do we not have another Fade Dog?
The better of them, doesn't it?
They were checking it.
Please tell me we didn't have another Fade Dog.
Monyet. It has to be Monyet. What a round.
I did all the heavy lifting. The fact that you guys win it, yeah, let's go.
Let's see if they can tie it up. 2 more. PRX, though, they will not be slowing down.
No way.
In fact, turning up the heat right now, aren't they? Straight up through the guts of mid, through towards Art, towards the A side with a bit of a split. Oh no, something!
Well, he's getting the space for the team nonetheless.
Nice.
Looking for possible right clicks with the Nebula propped up against Crazy Guy right now.
Keep rushing.
We're
man up. We're gonna keep rushing.
Being blocked off again.
Fuck it, I guess.
Continuing to push up through Secret.
I don't know what's
completely confounding RRQ.
And you can't do a thing as Jemkin right now. Talk about a change of pace from PRX. Very slow.
I thought Bruce was our. I thought Bruce Wayne was our disciplined player.
Right in your face.
Every time he got a kill,
don't get me wrong.
He continued forward.
flowers, but Patman winning his jewels as well through Secret.
It's just ridiculous how quick PRX can truly accelerate.
Yeah.
I mean, we've heard this repeatedly from multiple teams that it's a PRX thing.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, they had such amount of time where they were looking out of Pacific, right? But they're starting to really find their rhythm.
Guys, we have 300. We don't have any money.
At the end there for Jemkin, just going to remove the guns from.
We don't have any
PRX
money.
For all intents and purposes, play with their economy just a little bit. At thrifty rounds, they're not able to double down with another on the back of it. I mean, madness from Patman, by the way, into his teammate's molly, catching them off guard. Yeah.
That was a true and blue W gaming round come
From the new guy too, Patman. He's adopted quite nicely.
Fits in like a glove, and there we have it. A timeout by Coach Ewok and Warbirds as well. We'll see if they are able to deliver PRX an L in this moment, because
so you're
this
becoming
is
full-time
something
streamer?
we
Yeah.
sorely need. If this doesn't happen, we actually might see a possible 3-1, much like how everyone has predicted.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far just yet, but I think my worries are being seen for RRQ in this scenario, right? The defensive side on
What
this
are the
map,
chances of you
they're
growing
trying
a
to
mustache?
gather
Oh,
early
dude, my mustache
aiming
looks
information,
rough.
for
I'll
example.
fucking grow it
Any
out for you
team
guys, just so you guys can
seeing,
see how
well, they're
horrible it
putting
looks.
Three numbers there. Let's just move it over towards a lean towards B, either through a B link split or all through
No
main,
yawning,
'cause
sorry.
They do hang around a little bit too late. When you consider that Jemkin on this Yoru is
What was it
also
like growing up
fated
in
generally
Brampton?
to
I grew
rotate
up in
a little bit early,
Mississauga.
or he's playing then more retake towards this B site. It just plays in towards PRX's hands more often than not in this sort of environment right now.
We hate watching Fnatic. I'm gonna watch
Really
the
need to
Fnatic
see
Liquid
some
game.
change up affairs for RRQ on the back of that timeout there. Need to see. 2 rounds in a
Canadian
row,
fuck.
right?
What is... Wait, there's an ad.
For a field test.
Single
Oh,
mistake, and
no.
that could be the map.
Yeah.
Placing swarm grenade.
See what the beginning installments look like in this one at the moment towards the B site, where I say, right, RRQ gathering
Mods
the main
explain it.
control at the moment.
I did not
Obviously,
run it.
PRX there and
Mods,
leaving,
please explain
knowing
it
the
so it
numbers.
doesn't
Well,
look like
they're
I'm
not there
lying.
at the very beginning. They're over at B, and you have to see that cheater rotation.
Why
from
would I run an ad
Jemkin
right
come
now,
out nice
guys?
and early. Great lurk to come out.
Why
from
would
Forsaken,
I run an ad
smoking off
at
where
11?
the alarm bot has generally been to slip into there unexpected.
He's been doing this all half. PRX has been doing this. And it's unfortunate because you're just unable to read it. The lockdown now forces Jemkin's hand. He's looking for that frag
Please kill
against
one more,
Forsaken,
one more.
who is another Yoru player. But he gets spotted out because there is a
more.
flurry of utility out from the back as well. Some slight spacing now.
No, he
for
knows. He
RRQ.
knows he's in here.
Rough for something though if he sticks here.
Come on, Ilya. You are the better
Aware of
duelist.
this
You are the
fact.
better duelist. Fuck this kid.
In with the nightfall as
So
well as the
cringe,
dimensional
bro.
drift. So you do mark Jemkin somewhat. But you mainly need to watch out for Halls
Nice
as well as
back haul,
Spawn.
really.
In for it though. Something's traded positions with the team. RQ might not be aware.
Come
They
on,
are
baby.
thinking to check.
Nice.
But the barrel, it just reveals
Ilya
all.
is the better duelist. Ilya
Couple
is
more
the better
kills
duelist.
and in towards Jemkin alongside Xfero.
Gravity well.
Oh my god, they're freaking out. I did say there was an ad though.
That just thins down the herd.
oh.
Jemkin though, another frag. He's marking down Pillar
Please.
to the best of his ability.
Please.
Sticking down the spike to halfway now.
Nice,
Pressure
Ilya, you're the better
Something
duelist.
Looking for the kills. The time continues to beep, and that's when the shorty gets pulled out. But the shots, they've whiffed, and it's Xfero sticking
No!
Oh,
0.03!
down to the final 0.3 second. RRQ finds a lifeline.
Literally the difference for something there with the shorty missing those shots, getting immediately on towards the defuse. You've got to feel
Are you
heartbreak
fucking kidding
for a
me, bro?
situation that you thought RRQ were not going to win. They lose the first duel with a great heads-up change of pace from Forsaken. Jemkin doing what he can with the 4K. He's needed to deliver nearly everything. But Xfero gets the last one. And they know it's not over yet. They know that they have to switch their focus to the next round because they need more in consecutive affair.
Job's not done. They're pushing up A main. Petman's contending for
Don't
the
die,
spot
don't die,
on the
don't
other
die,
side
don't die,
of the
don't
smoke.
die.
Couple of sprays through, and RRQ
Oh, he's
just
by
trying
himself,
to
bro.
regain control. PRX, they might have gone for the quick W gaming down Art, but is it going to be enough? Because Petman has been sussed out. Got a blaze wall. You got the sight. You might be able to stick the spike.
Yeah, but how do you defend it at the moment? Sting is close. Okay.
Oh,
It's
it's not
just
going to quite
cooked,
work
it's
out the way
cooked,
that they
it's
wanted it
cooked.
to.
Alex
Jemkin
has
with the
called
spams.
pause.
You got the stuns out the
Did
back
he already
as
call
well.
pause this up?
Cushy, another kill. Jing, though, trying to hold
Oh, we
down
have
the
to
best
pause.
visibility from the back site. Unfortunately, he's going to be the only one left now, so it's just full on spams. Monyet, how do you like them apples?
Oh. Good round from RRQ.
We don't have any snoozes. We literally can't stop that.
Double digits now for RRQ. Talk about the fact that I said they need 2 rounds in a row. They've done just that. Is that enough, though, to give them an idea on what they need to be doing in the early stages? Because here,
no.
It's a quick
This
one
can't
up
be.
from PRX. It's
This has to be
recognizing that
recovered.
they've got control of main. They've got control of their
0.03.
spawn. They can have a multi-pronged retake coming in towards that one.
And that's why aiming control is beginning to be a bit of a pesky issue.
The thing is, though, look at all the defensive rounds they've got, Quack. 4 retake defuses,
Please, bro.
right?
Please.
Challenge over towards B, nice and early. Different look, no A main control, but a similar look towards the actual smokes utilized. Now an entrapment towards
Are
B
you
long.
fucking
Great
kidding me?
opening engagements. Jemkin,
What a
Monye,
play,
the job
man.
is done. They can fall back.
That's all they needed. What a call by Crazy Guy, or just the entire team as a whole. Just as soon as the round rips off.
Like, really, dude.
A clone towards the back as well, and PRX
And they have 3 here.
won't deal with
This is
it.
fucked.
Could you
This is
imagine
fucked.
if that clone was real?
Oh my
Gets
God.
pinged, turns around.
Well, not the case.
Gonna have to see
0.03.
what Forsaken can potentially do here. What gap can he find? You've already seen a change up of Cushy's utility as well, right? Being protected.
But it's just singular
They're just full
movement,
retake
singular
A. Doesn't matter.
audible
They're just
cues,
full
which means
retake
RRQ are
A.
fully aware.
They're just not phased, right? 5 versus 3. If PRX continue to this B site, well, we've got numbers. We'll just trade you.
So just holding the angles now. Forsaken, though, snuck all the way through the back. If the timing is right, he
not
might be able to
possible,
find
man.
a bit more. Down for the flicks. He gets the first, but fully blinded now. Able to dodge the flash, but
Oh
not
my
able
God.
to re-peek.
Yeah,
Sparrow
this is not good,
just
guys.
puts up a huge wall, and Petman running for his life.
Yeah, he couldn't get in towards the site to help him there, unfortunately, and catch him when their heads are on their
No way,
shoulders,
bro. Not like
swiveling all
this.
around.
Not
Now
like
you got
this.
to put a priority on saving this Vandal to the next round. Tied scoreline 11-11 at the nth hour of this map.
10
Feels like
seconds
RRQ might have found the right recipe for this defensive side in a book hidden deep in that shelf.
RRQ
And we're so
watching
broke. We
this
literally
entire
have no
map
money.
with intent, putting up a strong stand. Map 3 might give them that confidence that they're looking for into Map 4. PRX certainly feeling the pressure once again now that the lead has been lost. I
again,
mean,
I just highlight, I love the play that they come up with for B long as well, right? Just
expecting PRX to go in for B.
And if they're not there, you've just got the full space and you know it's A. You've got your mollies still set up towards the site. You might even play retake.
back.
You've been pretty successful in doing that so far, right?
And that's why I love this scene as well. You got both coaches in the booths, and it looks like a true chess match between both masterminds. Alex, though, trying his darndest to possibly steer the ship in the right direction, because the boys haven't yet been able to crack the code around A main.
Yeah, for a little bit now. RRQ, more importantly, I think, have just looked better, right? We've seen RRQ not have ideas on this defensive side, and PRX have kind of exploited that time and time again. You know, just commanding that A main control. PRX were real happy enough to give it to them and put more focus in towards the B side of the map now. Well, you're not even seeing RRQ really contend with A main control anymore. They're just doing the smoke
back with a
only.
new mindset.
They're not putting the salvos behind it, right? And they're still coming up with the same look, missing one piece of utility.
It's down to all these tiny little details and margins. Are PRX able to get a good idea?
Yeah, I mean,
Look at our
this
buy,
sort of
bro.
scenario as well, right? As
Stinger and a
PRX,
Bulldog,
are you
it's fine.
playing
It's fine.
towards
It's fine.
more of a default
Astral
or
Wall,
not,
it's
right?
fine.
You're a little bit lesser
Astral
equipped.
Wall, 1 away from
You don't have
Phoenix
the
Ult,
Blade
it's
Storm, for example, for something. You do have
We're not
G1
going for
away
any
from the
orb
runner back
stuff.
yet again.
Because they know we're
I'm
going to go
seeing,
for an
you
orb.
know, Jemkin with the Dimensional Drift and a Judge in mid-doors.
Oh, and it just does its thing. The Prowler was there for check as well, but Monye a trigger quicker, and it's going to be PRX reeling from the loss of that one.
And again, just the same utility over at main bar, the salvos, right? A deeper nebula, you force your opponents to respect that one. Now you get the information by the alarm bot that, well, we need to adjust a little bit. Play retake again if we need.
Okay,
We've
good
got a
thing is
dimensional
they're
drift
all
to scope
still
that one
around
out.
here.
The one slight light at the
And
end
they
of the
have
tunnel
no
that I can
control
see
of
for
street,
PRX
so he
is if
scans
Jing
it.
finds a run it back into further space
they
being
know it's
taken
there.
up for the team. They're going to opt for the Cosmic Divide to block off back sight.
Good timing.
Nano
No, it's
Swarms.
not possible.
Yeah, good timing.
This
It'll
is so bad.
just waste the time on this Cosmic Divide. Starts to go for the plan. Ooh, got him.
Are you fucking kidding
That's
me?
done.
Spams it.
A perfect skull executed wallbang kill.
Alright, bro, you can laugh, bro.
Secondary
you can laugh.
plant
It's fine.
attempt. And something sticks it.
Just laugh.
Will it be enough though? PRX has yet to hold a post plant. Something then opting to go around stairs. He does have support from Patman in this area. A Seize would be great as well, but it's the Guardian. I don't know how it's going to be. Defy with a possible spam out from, well, a main, but still the shots, the dimensional drift, it susses out all. Intelligence has been found, and RRQ will take another round.
More importantly, they're going to take map point here. That means that they, on this map, for pretty much the first time since the very beginning stages of the first half, will reclaim the lead.
0.03.
Match point. PRX falling a little bit flat now. Getting taken out by the judge, getting taken by the spams, not able to off-put Kushi's position. Makes it really awkward in the 5 versus 3 when you just try to get a plant, and all the information from that dimensional drift as well, working a treat.
And it's just brilliant calls from RRQ, recognizing the job's not done, I have to lock in. You bring out the judge all of a sudden, PRX has no idea.
It gets scary now as well, right? When you consider the Armageddon is in play for Crazy Guy.
This is our only hope.
Right spot, that could be massive. Back towards normalcy for RRQ, pushing forward to get Monyet on the overdrive. Meanwhile, Jing up with the runner back. The team is with him too, and they're stuck in the Armageddon.
In for the relay bolt as well, and it's RRQ finding advantage. Defy, though, trades it right back up, but there's a lockdown at his feet. He needs to push up. He needs to go in for it. Jing finds that. Some assistance being afforded now as Spike somewhat gets retrieved. Patman declare it backside.
3v3, we have them offside.
3.
This is it.
Defy alive, so smokes for PRX. Timing for Patman. This could be everything but Crazy Guy on the drone. He was contemplating it right now. That's a massive duel for Patman to win.
Hopped up over, looks for the flick, but it's Chipkin comes up with it instead. 4 HP though.
Done well.
How long PRX might be able to push us into overtime. Jing now with the space. You've got an op being played by Defy as well.
We are literally
it's
in
a position that
and
surely RRQ doesn't expect.
All of that area.
So they will continue to march forward.
Keep going.
Offside, past Flowers. Jing marks the angle, has a flash, has a molly as well. How on earth can Cushy possibly play this? He goes into check, almost losing his life, and it's Jing swinging off of contact to push us into overtime again.
Could have been extremely awkward if Jing wasn't able to find that trade at the end there on the 2 versus 2, because, I mean, he dispatched of Jemkin, who was really low. A brilliant Armageddon early on as well. I gotta give props towards Crazy Guy for that location. Really trying to assist the team from afar. But in the middle of the 3 versus 3, just trades upon trades. The hot hands try and force him to not push, and you do get the eventual trade there as Jing.
And it's Patman seizing the initiative to sneak up through Flower as well. It's just to surprise Crazy Guy, who...
I mean, if that duel goes the other way, that's probably the
ads are running, but this is a shorter ad.
This is a shorter ad. Doesn't do that, so...
Another overtime.
OT1, here we go again. Pressure mounting, I hear the cattle whistling. And both teams, both sides are feeling this.
Chat's attacking me.
With
like,
RRQ,
I can stop
slow
that.
march up B.
Well, you say slow, but they're pretty fast in towards this one, aren't they? 4 members again from PRX. Going back to tried and tested, gather the orb, gather the A-main control, play on the stalling utility that Forsaken has down, and he's actually got a judge expecting a bit of a play, but it's a similar utility. Salvos, no repulse, he's trapped you here.
He's just played DDR, he's dodged everything. Meanwhile, the rest of the team from PRX slowly coming up front from mid.
No!
For the flank, Monyet will be able to
No!
Cushy with the flank now coming through, and it's just Patman able to find one trade. Cushy might have been dealt with, but how do you lead, spearhead a 2v4?
Are you fucking
The first thing
me,
you got to deal with would be Halls, but that's Monyet with a judge. He fires off a warning shot. Patman tries to go out from the back. Attention has been bought, but then the spams out from Pillar. You've got Jemkin all the way towards the back as well, and he uses that elevation to bring this to a 3v1. Defy not able to find the burst necessary. RRQ will once again take up the first OT round.
They've really afforded themselves some recovery on this map, haven't they? Since the 4 rounds that they got in a row. Before that, they looked a little bit down for the count, coming out with different ideas, losing the last, but back towards the OT, quick towards the B site, establishing a plant with sheer numbers. Cushy delivering the goods as well, making sure that the numbers were found. He's on 30 kills now. He's absolutely stepped up in this map.
I mean, since when have you expected Cushy to go in for that lurk? All of a sudden, he brings it out. This time, RQ on the defense.
Great.
They've done this good so far. Can they complete the run? PRX patience all of a sudden.
How long do you leave something for here as well, right? You're waiting out for the Nebula over at A main before going together as a team.
Might not expect the glass cannon op either.
And that's
Drones
good
got
pressure,
2
though.
members.
It's up to this fight.
It's keeping a
Everything
heavy
is up to
investment
this
of
fight.
numbers for RRQ towards the A site. And an operator, remember here for Jemkin too. Something to note of the glass cannon
Oh
variety.
my god, this
Something
timing.
walked into the crosshairs.
Holy fuck, this timing.
Timing duel, but the timing, the pathing.
He's actually, yes, the pathing precisely.
But it might work problematic for the team.
Jump spot,
Yeah.
please.
He's just gonna dry walk into it.
You gotta be aware, but no! The dry walk and the damage is felt. Something tries to re-peek into it.
You've got 4 smokes as Devi, and you're double dry walking into an operator line at the B site.
No, not like this.
5 versus 3. RRQ setting themselves up for the map
30
How
seconds.
in
is this
another
happening,
overtime fashion.
bro?
They had no idea the op was there, but when it was needed
Of course,
most,
Cushy, the greatest of all
Jemkin,
time,
Cushy, up to the 30 bomb, and this could be the end of Pearl. PRX desperately trying to hold on, Forsaken needing a huge multi-kill, but it's nowhere to be found. RRQ will find the eliminations necessary to propel themselves forward. Another OT, and they
no
show
words.
that they
I
have
have
the
no words
true
for this.
resistance, the true endurance
How
to
can
go
this
the
happen
distance.
2 maps in a row?
They don't do it cleanly, do they? But they will not go down without a fight. Another overtime victory to claim their first win on this map of Pearl as well. Last time, both 13 to 10s, changing up the agents. Another new look to what they deploy in this time.
I don't
in
get
this
it. This is a
installment
joke.
of
Like,
the
how
map,
can this
and now
happen
that's
2
3
maps in a
done.
row? I just don't understand.
Up for one more map to then have a rematch against Gen G for the Pacific Trophy.
And what a rivalry